So maybe you got a new boat or something like that, or maybe you want to put new lettering on your boat, and this is the tool for you. This is the spot you need to be at to make your own boat lettering. So this is how we're going to do this. This is pretty simple. First things first, you would probably need to decide how big you want the lettering to go on your boat. There's a lot of different options here to choose from, but you first want to decide how big you want this lettering on your boat. So maybe it depends on how many lines you have. If it's a one line, then you'd probably want it rather large on a boat. Depends, if you've got a bigger boat, you obviously are going to want bigger lettering. Um, you want to decide how tall and how long you want the lettering. So say the back of your boat is, 12 feet across and you want to cover most of it. So maybe you'd want it to be about 8 feet. So 8 times 12 would be about 96 inches. And you'd want that to look appropriate. So maybe about 12 inches tall. So obviously that would be a pretty big lettering for your boat, but that would probably look about appropriate. So if it's just one line for a boat, it probably would be. That's what you would want to do, something like that. And of course, maybe measure it on your boat to really get a good idea of how big you want it. So over here, you can either choose fonts that are already made, and over in this tool right here, you can choose a font, and you can choose the color, and you can add outlines and shadows and a lot of stuff like that. Over here to the left, these fonts usually already have outlines. As you can see, you can preview it down here. This one's already got an outline and shadow effects and different things like that. But you can choose different fonts, and if you like one, maybe try this one, and you say you like that font, then you would go ahead with that. So let's name the font now, or let's put the text in there. Let's say your boat is called Freedom, and you type that in, and that's what it would look like. Or let's see what it does if you add more text. It scrunches it down, makes it a little bit smaller, but it will fit in that area still. So that's what it would look like if it was Freedom of the Seas. And you could also over here add the background so you can preview it. Say your boat's a different color. Say you've got a red boat. You can get an idea of what it would look like on red. So obviously this isn't working too well because it's red against red. So maybe you'd want to try a different one, different fonts, and find one that matches with your thing. Let's say you have a blue boat, then that one would probably look okay. So we're going to I'll just go back to this font here because I like that one. So the next thing you'd want to do, you can choose your vinyl types. There's about 5 different or 6 different vinyl types or so to choose from. And then the next thing we're going to go to is add options. And if you selected one of these fonts over here, you're probably not going to want to mess with this too much. But if you do want to change, if you want to make the border around this text a little bigger, you can change that, make it bigger. Or say you wanted to make it smaller, you could do that. You can change the shadow colors and lots of different things like that. Different things, pick one that makes sense and works for you that you like. And right here you can change if it's left justified, if it's over to the left, if it's over to the right, or if it's centered. And the last thing would be add effects. So say maybe you want to make it kind of arc a little bit. You can do that and select a percentage and it will kind of arc a little bit, and that might look nice on the back of a boat. And there's a few different effects. You've got arc, slant, wave, jiggle, a few different things. And you can pick one, see which one you like, and do that. And that is how you do that. And the last thing you do is click Add to Cart, and that is how you use the boat lettering tool. All you got to do now is check out.